Welcome and welcome back there, Changemakers. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Kyra Siva. I'm a spiritual mentor and healer, and today we are going to dive into what role you are meant to play in the collective awakening. Before we hop in here, join me over on Patreon. I offer a free live Q&A once a month, every third Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. This month, we are going to be talking about gurus and spiritual lineages and the importance of having some kind of spiritual lineage connection and helping you really embrace the one that you already have. So join me for that over there. And if you are interested in getting a personal reading, a link is in the description for those. And let's go ahead and jump in. Take a deep breath in. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And we'll get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. This is what role you are meant to play in the collective awakening. And if you skip the intro pile number 1, this is also an invitation before we dive into your reading. Come join me over on my Patreon. I do a free live Q&A every third Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Always the same place, same time. And this month we're going to be talking about gurus, spiritual lineages, and how to connect with your personal spiritual lineage. Okay, pile number 1, what role are you meant to play in the collective awakening? Pile number 1, you're really cool. Your overarching message, your overall message is that you are here to show the collective awakening that you can have it all. You are a model and an embodiment of integration and balance in a way that allows people to understand how to live a fulfilled life. That can look like a lot of different things and can present in a lot of different ways. So if you're like, Kyra, no, I don't at all feel like I live an integrated and balanced and have it all kind of life, just know that we're always destined to be on that track, and everything that you've been learning up until this point is a part of that integration process, is a part of that ability to model. One of the most profound things we can do as human beings is copy other human beings. When we see a model in front of us, we understand, oh, it's possible for me to live with that kind of freedom in my heart. Oh, these kind of mannerisms and characteristics have been giving this person that outcome. I can try that on and see if it works for me. We do this unconsciously all of the time. Just think about when you watch I want to say anime. When you watch your favorite anime, I'm really into K-pop right now. So like when you watch your favorite people on media, when you are around the people in your life that inspire you, just know and take into stock and account all of the different ways that you have let yourself be influenced by these things. The way that it changes the way you talk or your mannerisms or the way you hold yourself. And so we can take that very same principle and show people through the way we live our lives what is possible for them too. This coin on the cow head is really, really standing out. So you're somebody that receives a lot of divine downloads. You are getting a lot of cosmic wisdom coming in. You are receiving a lot of spiritual integration. Let's take money for an example. We have a lot of convoluted beliefs and relationships around money. There's just people like to think they're logical. We're not logical when it comes to money. Even the logical people have a lot of emotions around that topic, right? So when we acknowledge that, when we recognize that, when we can integrate those parts of ourselves, it allows us an expansion. So there is a very healthy spiritual way to be in relationship with money, to recognize it as energy, to see it as a metaphor for all of these different aspects of your being and being in the world. You have a ton of earth element energy within your reading as well. So you're grounding and you are holding and you are magnetizing really spiritual knowledge into the earth. And you are like the kind of person where abundance for you may not be millions of dollars. Abundance for you may be a really lush garden, all of your bills paid, and some savings and investment and retirement, all that kind of good stuff. And just for you to live a life that feels at ease and soft and natural, where you have time and space to actually enjoy being, right? So abundance can look like a lot of different things. For some people, it might be their ability to travel around their country or the globe. For other people, it might be giving their kids a really great education and being able to spend time with them. And then for other people, it may look like your abundance may just be an abundance of peace. Like you come home to the house that you curated, to your garden, to your apothecary, to your home as a sanctuary, and to really be able to just relax and have peace there. So there's the way that you are uniquely living your life and the inspiration that you have uniquely for your ambitions, your goals, what gives you joy, is what's necessary on this planet and what has always been destined for you. You have just, you have so much prosperity. You have the king of coins right underneath prosperity, and then the Knight of Cups. So we have a lot of this grounded earth. Like you're somebody who has mastered living or is in the process of mastering living. Like you understand how to run your household. You take care of your body. You have great finances. You know, whatever relationship you have with your work, you find fulfillment to some degree, or it serves a purpose to enough degree to not be an adversarial thing in your life. And then we see over here, you just have this really cosmic wisdom coming down. Now, everything hasn't been easy for you. And this is where the wisdom and the adventure and these attitudes of freedom have really come into play in your life, which is not everything has been good. You know, like you have really taken some damage. You've had some heavy betrayal. I see like just, this sounds a little gory, but like the bloody loss. You've had some bloody loss. And I feel a little British when I say that. So maybe there's a British overtone to that, or the word genetic is coming up, like you're clearing out that family karma. There's just been this process of releasing and clearing and healing and overcoming, and your life is not without heartbreak. And the point of having an integrated life isn't that you've been able to take all of the tools in your tool belt to avoid having heartbreak ever. It's that you have been able to plant the seeds of your resilience in the most desperate moments, in the saddest and hardest moments. And that is an incredible gift to give humans. That is an incredible thing to be able to share with people, because tons and tons and tons of people suffer. You are always meant to have the good things, and you will always find balance and harmony in your life. So just know the word divine retribution is coming up. If somebody crosses you or does something, I'm going to air quote, that's bad to you, like somebody has done this betrayal or this whatever metaphor this bloody loss is, just know that they will always get what they deserve. They will always be paying the price for that. So it's almost like you don't have to worry about it, because karmically wise, like everything is coming back to them very quickly. You also have this just epic soul. I love when these cards line up in ways where the lights, like the moon and the lights, make diagonals. I think it's one of the coolest things about this deck. So you not only have adventure and love and prosperity, you came to this life to show other people how being adventurous internally and externally, how filling your world with love. It's like when somebody has lost somebody, like somebody passed away that they really cared about, and after they've gone through a lot of that grief, they've had this like new lease on life where they're just like, you know, fuck it, I'm going out and I'm living and I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm enjoying my coffee and I'm enjoying my walks, and I'm like soaking up the moment. and their heart is open and they're radiating that light. Like, you have this really unique and incredible ability to see and define what the love is in your life because it's been so highlighted for you. And that ability to be in that space, when you're in loving space, you pull other people into that space with you. So you are a beacon of love. If you were to imagine a very large bubble outside of you of this radiance of love, you're that. You have the ability and the capacity for that. You also have this incredible capacity. This is like the bliss, right, that I just talked about. Like, you are just soaking it up. You will be experiencing the big bliss in life and the little blisses in life. And the final part of your reading is that you have the mercy that you show to the people who have wronged you or put you down, or your ability to have mercy for people who didn't deserve to have mercy given to them, is a really incredible tool that you have in your toolbox for experiencing new layers of freedom and growth. You can release karmic entanglement with people that way, and it gives you, there's this concept of being able to recycle energy and taking energy from a negative state and switching it to a positive state. You are one of those people who can take negative energy and flip it. And you do that through your intention. You do that through your beliefs. You do that through your thought process. And you do that through the energetic outcome that happens when you work with intention and when you understand your energy enough. So there is a lot of negativity on this planet. There's a lot. It's so freaking relieving collectively when we have people like you, because the ability to take the negative and flip it to a positive isn't something everybody has. And it's something that we need a lot of, like a lot of, because our world is so fully charged and run on negativity. So this is a really special gift, and I would encourage you to get more familiar with it and appreciate your ability to transform the situations and consequently the people that are in your life around you. All right, pile number 1, this is your reading. If you liked it, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton, and thank you all so much. I'm so grateful to have you all here. If you want to help me grow the channel, get these messages out to other people, clicking the like button, clicking subscribe, leaving me a comment, all really helps with the algorithm so that more and more people can get these readings. And until next time, pile number 1, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 2. All right, pile number 2. Before we dive in, if you skip the intro, join me every third Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for my free live Q&A over on Patreon. Link is in the description for that. This month, we are going to be talking about gurus, guru lineages, and how to connect with your own spiritual lineage. So if that interests you, join me over there. All right, pile number 2. Here is what role you are meant to play in the collective awakening. Pile number 2, you have deep, heavy work. Congratulations. But you are so well suited for this. Pile number 2, I would not be surprised if you are a Cancer or had prominent Cancer placements, because your whole reading is about emotions, the subconscious mind, and the transformation of both of those. As a society and a culture here in the West, I'm in the United States, and also globally, there has been a trend towards higher emotional intelligence. And truthfully, when you go on the spiritual path, a lot of the outcome of doing the spiritual work and gaining that knowledge is emotional maturity, is an increase in emotional intelligence. You are really here to help people take them where they are at, blocked emotionally, where they need to continue to learn some lessons, and you are here to help them transform. And you have some really cool abilities to help with this. So up here we have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Moon, and we can see that she is so fully engrossed in this moon. This to me really shows that you have a unique ability to understand subconscious programming and how to work with the subtler, more silent belief systems that operate in us all. Like, one of the parts of embodying things is that it's just an automatic response. You don't have to think about it. There's no conscious processing. It motivates and creates the emotions and actions in life. So we see here, we have these really two complementary guidance cards, the Green Tara, the Buddha of Enlightened Action, and Choice, Understanding Consequences. This is this part. So you kind of have like these two aspects of your gifts for helping the collective awakening. This first part is helping people get connected with those deeper aspects of themselves and become aware of that and work with those kind of programming so that they understand the choices they're making and the impact of those choices. Sometimes we have certain intentions with things, and then the impact of what has actually been the outcome of that isn't what we intended. So this is really you helping people understand the intended and unintended consequences of their actions in a way. This is like, if you like help somebody get through trauma or heal childhood pain, or you do some kind of healing work or divination arts of any kind, astrology, tarot, energy healing, like anything, any of that kind of genre where you're helping people heal and grow, this would be an area I would see you doing and being in. You also have this really incredible way of modeling your emotional landscape and of sharing your story in a captivating way that really creates these feelings in people, the courage, the hope, the inspiration. They look at you and they think, if that person can do it, I can do it too. That person is so relatable. I've had those things happen to me too. I can relate to that, and I can grow from that, and I can take the wisdom from that. And it's really, I have a flower picture on my wall that has the word magical written under it, and I'm just staring at it. It's like, wow, this magical element is really there. You have the magic of emotions. You could be an actor or an actress. Like, you have this ability to convey your feelings and your empathy and your care and your consideration with other people in such a profound way for them that it unlocks things for them. It transforms them. It uplifts them. You could be a public speaker giving motivational talks. Like, that is the quality of character that you are. And maybe you're not out there sitting next to Tony Robbins, or maybe you are, but you are absolutely the person that people, whether with or without your knowledge, are watching, because they're like, I want to know how pile number 2 handles these tough situations. I want to see how pile number 2 is managing their emotions, because I need some guidance on how to manage my emotion. Then we have over here, Akalanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love and then tranquility. The process of deconstructing yourself and then reconstructing yourself is a lot. Transformation is fun and freeing and liberating and uplifting, and at the same time, it comes with some really heavy work, really heavy loads. And so you, in your story, in you overcoming this process of breaking apart and falling together and breaking apart and falling together and having these big heart openings, you have eventually come to this point of tranquility. You have come to this point of, okay, I know how to sit with hard things. You could be a therapist. You could be a shamanic healer. I know how to sit with very big emotions. I know how to hold space. This is giving me a very plant medicine-y vibe, but I know how to hold space for the unraveling and the retying and reweaving of a person. You're so freaking good at that, that when you create that container for yourself, for the people around you, for the collective, it allows a safe space for that collective energy to dismantle itself, to basically like fall apart. This kind of feels a little bit like grief work. Like you allow this person to fall apart because they're in a safe location, they're in a safe energy, they are being protected. And in that process, they can come back together in their new form in a super safe and healthy way. Like I'm not getting any sort of control issues, which we see over here is don't let pride get in your way. Like you teach people how to really recognize the truth of who they are. And sometimes pride looks like being overinflated in the ego and protecting the ego. And sometimes pride looks like undercutting yourself and not facing the brilliance of who you are and downplaying every ounce of beautifulness that you are, which loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people have issues with. So that's what you're really helping with that. Pile number 2, you're freaking cool. You're cool. So just remember, you are incredibly courageous. These are 3 attributes that you embody naturally and that you are holding. And this is the way the world is receiving you. They receive you as somebody courageous enough to go in these dark spaces. They receive you as the light in the dark. They're okay to fall apart and be put back together in the same space because they know that somebody with unconditional love is sitting as the placeholder and holding the space for that. And ultimately, to whatever degree people interact with you and do work with you, however that is, you being in the world inspires a new way of life. You being in the world shows people what true transformation looks like and how it can be done in a healthy, safe, grounded, caring, nurturing way. Like it's really beautiful. I love it. It's incredible. Okay, pile number 2. This is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. And if you would like to help out the channel to grow, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below because all of those things, while they are free, help this message get out to more people. And who couldn't use some more upliftment now during this time? Pile number 2, thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. This is what role you are meant to play in the collective awakening. Before we hop into this, pile number 3, this is your invitation. Come join me every 3rd Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. for an hour. That is when my live Patreon is happening. It is free. You can come and ask your questions. This month, we are going to be covering gurus, spiritual lineages, and how to connect with your spiritual lineage. So if that's interesting to you, go ahead and sign up in the link in the description. All right, pile number 3, let's dive in. First, I'm going to say, I just got done filming pile number 2, and I kept almost saying pile number 3, and now that I'm filming yours, I'm almost saying pile number 2. So pile number 3, there may be some messages for you over in pile number 2, and I can see why, and we're going to dive into that. So pile number 3, the very first couple of things that I want to point out. 1, you have this incredible yellow energy. It is light, it is soft, it is angelic. There is definitely this mystical divine presence that you bring into the world, and you have a very, very special relationship with the angelic realm. You may feel like very connected with an archangel. You may feel like you have millions of angels around you. You may just embody. It's almost like if you were an angel that incarnated into, it's not almost like, now that I'm saying it out loud, if you were an angel that incarnated into earth. And so, yeah, you have to go through the human experiences because you're human, and that's what all of our problems are, is that we're humans. But the deeper, the word they're giving me is nurture. The deeper nurturer in you, the deeper aspect in you is this really strong connection with the angelic realm, with the spiritual or the divine realm. Your life is really about this. It has a very romantic element. And not only in relationship romantic, it is just like we see her over here. We have and you may look like this, or you may be attracted to women that look like this, or you may feel internally this is how you look. But we see here that we have a woman with brown, like little past shoulder length hair, and she's very sensual. Like, this is my Taurus energy. I know this says Virgo, but this is like my very sensual earth, female energy, right? I'm remembering some of the women I've met, and I'm just like, you were always meant to be on the beauty path. Like, your teacher was always meant to be Venus. You have that a softness and that glow and the natural beauty, and not by just like, American beauty standards, but it's like the goodness of your heart and your soul. You can see it in your face. You can see the angelic presence in your face. There is this softness and sweetness, and also this incredible capacity to hold, to lead, to be firm with boundaries, to set a direction. So it's like you take both of these components. You're the empress. You're the empress of your life. And you show that, and you live that, and you breathe that, and you move through the world through that. And you don't have to be a woman to do that. If you are anywhere in between, or if you are a man, just know that you are holding that Venus-like energy in such a beautiful way. It is palatable. It is visceral. People can see it. There is such this nod. You see how many like little crowns she had? Not little, like this crown is huge. She's got a nice flower crown here, and then her little dragon is giving her a crown that goes up to her third eye. So your nobility, your Vigil, like you have that essence of, yeah, this is my empire. Look how lush my garden is. Look how abundant all of the food is. Look how, sorry about that, my microphone is starting to fritz out. So what I'm saying is that you take care of yourself, your things, your environment well. And those are a key aspect of what you are doing in life. Your romantic way of moving through the world, like this is an example. You're a Jane Austen reader. You love Jane Austen books. So you get the most beautiful Pride and Prejudice or Jane Austen collection book that you can have. And then you're the kind of person who's sitting at night with your hot cup of tea, reading by candlelight, right? Like you make an experience out of things. You don't have to do everything in the world, but when you do something well, you make it this sensual experience. You tap into all of your senses. You've got the smells of the candle or the incense. You've got the light burning. You've got the deliciousness of an herbal tea. You just have a way of putting beautiful things together to create these little moments, these little romantic moments of your life. Down here we have these traits for you. So with this angelic power, with this angelic connection that you have a really keen ability of seeing through people's BS. And this is part of what makes you so cool. It's like you seem super soft, but actually you're sharp as a hawk. Like your eyes, you get it. You understand. You can clearly see, and you have very strong moral values. You have very strong moral characteristics. This is the right way, and this is the wrong way. This is the way that's uplifts life and brings more life to the majority of people. And this way truncates people and does not allow them their freedom. So you have this really strong moral compass that's really led. I love that. It's like the lotus in your heart. And when you come across things like this, again, feels very Taurus to me. You take it. And then once people have crossed that threshold, you're done. You are done. You have a very fierce anger and a very incredible ability to destroy things. This kind of destruction doesn't always need to be mean or nasty. Gardeners destroy stuff all the time. We cut off leaves, dead leaves of plants. We accidentally kill tons of bugs. We're professional plant murderers, truly, until you get good at gardening. And even then, that's only because you've killed, a lot of plants. But so I'm just illustrating that to say, not all destructive energy is on this like evil path. Not all destructive energy is meant to harm the goodness of life. Sometimes destruction is necessary when it is preventing life from prevailing and growing and thriving and being healthy. That's your kind of destruction. Also, you may just really have a very fiery, angry side. And, if that's you, may the people run fast in your life to hide in their rooms. And there's nothing wrong with releasing anger. There is always a call to use your emotional intelligence while you're in those spaces if you can, or have really good repair skills. Part of this influence that you've had incarnating into this life is this incredibly strong determination. You are somebody who hasn't just been here living one life. You have shown how to reinvent yourself and redefine yourself over and over and over again. And so that determination to live your highest and best life, to prioritize yourself as love at the very top of the list, has allowed you this Empress energy. The Empress understands if she is not healthy, nothing works. The Empress understands if she is not whole, she cannot demonstrate how to thrive. The Empress understands like she has to tend to her garden for her garden to grow. You get that. You get the importance of how to put yourself as a priority, not to hurt or diminish other people, but to make your cup so full that it is overflowing and other people can naturally be nourished by that overflow without it depleting you at all. So you just have this incredible abundance. You also may really be here with a soulmate who's here to help you carry your mission out, who's really help. Like we see the Lovers and then the Knight of Swords, and he's like charging towards the Morning Star, charging towards Queen Esther. This person in your life that is the soulmate is really helping you reach those higher levels and those higher goals. They can also be really from the angelic realm that came down and said, let's go to Earth. It's hard down there. Let's do this together. So there is also this element. And while this is the Lover's card and it could represent a romantic soulmate, so you may have this soulmate that is a romantic partner in your life, or it may be like a best friend, soul family, like a strong connection. With this in particular, it does feel very romantically based because you're already a romantic partner. And let's be so real. Like, we all know those people in life where we're just like, you do so well in a companionship. You do so well when you are fully loved, and like your kind of partner is somebody who cherishes you. They are somebody who helps you think about how to be the full embodiment of your queen self, regardless of your gender. So this is somebody very special that gives you a lot of protection, a lot of courage, a lot of safety, a lot of mental agility. Like, they help you solve the problems. They help you move forward in life. And so it's a really, really special relationship. If you have not met them yet, do not fret. Because again, this can come in more forms than just a romantic partner. But if that is something that you've been hoping for in life, this is a strong confirmation that as you continue to just flow beautifully through your life in such a beautiful way, that person will naturally run into you. That person will find themselves in the spaces that you are in. So don't stay in your house. You have to leave your house and go live your life. And you need to do that anyways, because the world needs people like you. They need to be reminded of the grace and beauty of softness and how wonderful it is to experience that. Okay, pile number 3. This is your reading. Thank you all so much for being here. If you like this message and you want to help the channel grow and help it reach more people, please, it's free. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. It takes a split moment of time, but it helps out the channel tremendously. And until next time, pile number 3, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.